Good morning. This is Victor Jimenez with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 212 South Craig Avenue in Pasadena, and I'm in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer line. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping which is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping which are underneath or interior to the structure. Today's video examination is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. Alright, so back to today's main sewer line, from a 3-inch maintenance access here, just under a sub-access panel, and we pushed through about 30 feet of building drain system. The line then exits the structure, so I zeroed out the linear footage counter on my camera. Then when we went ahead and pushed out at the other 58 feet to the connection point of public sewer, which is in the center of the street. So, pulling away from public sewer, we are entering a section of cast iron, original cast iron piping. Now, the cast iron is actually the sole material for this main sewer line. What I mean by that is there's no change of material from here all the way to the point where the pipe enters the building. Now, cast iron is a material that typically has a service life of about 70 to 80 years, and afterwards it pretty much fails. And it goes through several processes or steps of kind of deterioration or degradation. The first thing that starts to happen is you have rust and scale buildup. This is where we are seeing this in this line today. The rust and scale buildup is the first thing that happens. The next thing that happens is that the line starts to level off at the bottom of the pipe. And we're essentially seeing this in a couple places, and then we're seeing a little bit of the next point, which is that, and this is a good shot to illustrate this, the pipe will level off, and then it will start to get very kind of rocky, or so to speak. It will kind of start to get really bumpy. And then the last stage of the bottom of the pipe degrading is that you have it turn black. And then the final part is that the bottom of the pipe will essentially start to channel. So you'll have basically a very thin area where all the water is essentially channeling through. Not necessarily at this point. Now, I will say on this, the line pretty much runs directly ahead of the steps to the front door in a direct path. And it's pretty straightforward from there. Now, essentially what we're running into with this line is, it is functioning. There's nothing to immediately repair specifically about the system. It's just an older pipe material. There's definitely some issues that are going to come up with it in the future because of the fact that it's old and it's a line that's basically continuing to deteriorate. Eventually, this entire line will have to get replaced out. It's not necessarily at that point today. Well, it is not at that point today, but it should be considered for the future. Now, at this point in the system, we're actually going under the building, so this is now the building drain line system. Not the focus of my examination, but we passed through it, so I'll show you. The building drain system is a combination of two different materials. We've got the cast iron, and then right now we've just transferred over into an ABS plastic pipe. So ABS plastic is an excellent material for main sewer lines. Long service life expectancy. It's also intended to be impervious to root intrusions. And lastly, it has a smooth inner surface, so it's very efficient at washing out debris. So overall, the clay pipes, the plastic pipes are an excellent material for main sewer lines. We have about another 15 feet here, and then we'll be exiting the line. I'll show you where we access today. Alright, so right there is basically the clean out cap. get a photograph of that for the report. Alright, so with that, I'm going to be wrapping up the video portion of the examination for today. Once again, this is Victor Jimenez with Sewerline Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.